STAKK Nation, welcome back to the channel.
Champions.
What happened to the remote controllers?
I was just getting the stack ready. We gotta get the stack ready for the show.
Yes, sir. Getting the stack up and alive.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Up and alive, like Bitcoin was back in the day, 2008, when all of a sudden the founders of Ethereum, who once upon a time were Bitcoin developers, as a matter of fact, I think to this day, Ethereum still Vitalik still believes in Bitcoin. All your favorite crypto developers believe in Bitcoin. Let's put it that way. Right?
He had a woke belief one day.
Woke belief. Exactly. So he had this woke moment. So he said woke belief one day, right? And decided that Bitcoin was too slow. We've heard these arguments. They said Bitcoin was not scalable. So they set out to create a new Bitcoin. Realistically, gang, that's the one. Gang. They decided, they thought that they could solve the trilemma. If you are familiar with what the trilemma, this is a triangle of the three aspects that bring about this crypto or blockchain environment, right? You have your decentralization, scalability, and one other one that I'm forgetting right now. Speed, yes. But, I think Ethereum is now failing on two ends of the situation.
It's like in project management, where you have time, cost, and quality. You have with one, the rest of them.
Project management speaks about this situation as well. Is the constraints of I guess, a project.
Yep.
Time.
And you know what's funny?
Money
that is right there in their logo, and they just have to. Well, let me not give you guys a conclusion yet.
Well, listen. So Ethereum copies this concept of Bitcoin. Again, Bitcoin works. Prove that Bitcoin works, right? They copied Bitcoin and created a new blockchain called Ethereum. As a matter of fact, it was called Ethereum Classic from the beginning. But we know that changed. So they got funded by big institutions with many hidden identities and assigned themselves a huge lot size of these tokens,
ETC,
as we can see the distribution. Then they sold this idea that right, so they sold this idea that began developing this new blockchain, right, that it was going to be essentially the one that will kill Bitcoin.
It's gonna be fine,
right? But this original group got into a disagreement. A major attack on the blockchain network followed, which essentially resulted to the breaking of the code.
ATC.
Right? This now, again, as I mentioned in the beginning, shows us that split between Ethereum Classic and Ethereum, which is now Ethereum 2.0. There's a lot of iterations.
For them to actually reverse the code during those days, actually, it's also immediate proof that your project was gonna be failing.
So that is violation number one, because one of the main things that they promoted was this idea that code by law decentralization. Well, we know that is a lie, because they reversed the blockchain once some money was lost.
Don't tell the audience it's a lie. Let them listen first. We'll conclude.
Yes,
you will decide.
Exactly.
If it's a lie,
yes, you exactly. We'll let you decide.
Keep listening.
They reversed that situation, and today, right, we talk about the recent development on Ethereum 2.0, like it's a smart developers, right, who have found or created this solution to problems that no one really had, and they seem to act like they have something that is superior to Bitcoin, but it's
a solution looking for the problem,
right? But it seems to me that they have left behind the original mission that they initially set out to resolve, which was to be a better Bitcoin, more decentralized, much more faster. I don't know how much more faster you can get than where we are right now. Because on Lightning Network, there is no waiting. It's final settlement as well. Double up. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah, we actually have an article from Fidelity of all places.
Fidelity of all places.
Yeah.
You know, actually, let me pull that up. But carry on while I pull that up. Yeah.
The research development from Fidelity put this article together, trying to convince you and I that Ethereum might be in trouble. Maybe they are in trouble, but there is still a way. Each time, there is a way. Of course.
There's always a way.
There's always a way.
Where there is a means, there is a way.
There is a way. But the question we should be asking ourselves is, why are we trying to find a way if the way is already there?
Exactly.
You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Facts of life.
Right? I mean, there's some things that need to get fixed. But when in the process of trying to fix it, if it ain't working, my friend, go back to what is working.
Go back to what works.
You know?
Every time.
Why are we still pushing along? Anyway, so Fidelity in this article said, come to Ethereum. Let's see what's going on. This Shanghai merger. Today we're doing this. Tomorrow we're doing that. Yeah. We're going to make this change. We're going to make that change. You know, let's go a little bit deeper into it and see if we can untangle Ethereum from the troubles that they're in.
Absolutely.
Right. So Ethereum now is saying that they want to scale. They've been saying that from day one. Bitcoin is too slow. So let's use Ethereum. Let's scale, right? Remain decentralized, which they say they are, right? Let's be much faster, right? Censorship proof. Censorship proof, right?
Censorship proof.
Can be shut down and be decentralized at the same time,
yep.
but be also fast.
Yes.
So that is what Max on this Fidelity article was saying, right? So what is the objective of all these updates that Ethereum have been doing all this time, and this most recent upgrade?
Shanghai update, yeah.
Shanghai update, right? Core objective number one. They say that they want to be more scalable than Bitcoin. Let's just keep it simple. I'm not going into the technical details.
Okay.
Just, I want to be more scalable than Bitcoin, right? That is why Ethereum exists. That's why people invest in Ethereum.
Yeah.
Right. They're not saying that Bitcoin is not working. Just listen here.
Yeah, they're not saying it's not working.
They're just saying that they want to be more scalable. Because when people talk about Ethereum, it's like, oh, it's a digital platform that you can build blockchain application on. Yeah. Did they tell you that you could not do that on Bitcoin? No. They just said they wanted their own. They want their human ends in the equation. Take the mathematics out of it. Let's get some developers to build on the Ethereum blockchain, right?
Yes.
Bullet number one. So they found themselves now stuck with being able to only transact 15 transactions per second, which we now end up finding out is even slower than what blockchain is fixing than Visa. Visa is doing what? 10,000 or how many thousands?
Yeah, Visa is going pretty strong. And interestingly, the only thing that is beating Visa right now is actually the Lightning Network on Bitcoin. So, interesting. Carry on.
So, objective speed failed.
Yeah.
Objective scaling failed, right?
Objective decentralization.
Objective decentralization failed from the beginning. We already knew that.
Not only did it fail from the beginning, right? They put it in reverse. After the whole World Economic Forum situation, and they switch over to proof of stake.
Oh, snap.
Jeez. Listen, I'll buy Dogecoin every day, all day.
Proof of what?
Over Ethereum. And I will hold on to the Dogecoin to zero. For no reason. And it will still work better than Ethereum. I'm just, but
so again,
whatever.
This is not a battle. I know there's a lot of Ethereum folks out there watching us. Please take your time and comment, argue. We want to have this conversation with you guys. Literally, let's make sense with one another. Ethereum only exists because a group of people said that Bitcoin was too slow.
Yeah.
But ever since it has existed, they've been changing, fixing this, fixing that. It's almost like having a Microsoft product that never got finished.
And it's never actually put out any. Here's my thing. I'm still looking for a real world. Can someone please in the comments below maybe show me a relevant use case of Ethereum where it's better than the traditional financial system or better than Bitcoin? That's something I'm yet to see from Ethereum. I get it. It's a platform that you can build other things on it. And there's been a lot that has been built on it. And we see how that's going.
Hack.
So there is definitely a security problem, which is also failing that trilemma issue, right? Now, to address this issue, some of this is the 10,000 issues, one of the 10,000 issues Ethereum is also having, right? To address some of these issues, Ethereum is exploring various scaling options, right? We're talking about scaling, including sharding, which is a complicated, it seems like quite a complicated process. I tried reading it a few times, but this involves splitting the blockchain into smaller shards that can be processed. They can process these transactions parallelly. Lightning's, it works. The sharding situation, it seems that is quite a lot of effort and complications going into something that there is already a solution to it. So my question would be, why can they not learn some of what Lightning is doing to implement on this?
They actually are. Keep reading.
Are they? Okay. Well, there we go.
Copy, paste.
Copy, paste, right? Oh, well.
Oh my God.
So more proof that Bitcoin works. It's interesting to me that we're at a point where I don't feel we even need to talk about Bitcoin. We could just talk about everything else, and you see how it proves that Bitcoin works, because that's been kind of like a consistent theme over the past couple of videos we've done.
Yep.
All right. Ongoing agenda on proposals for upgrades that could increase this number to 10,000 transactions per second. This is what they're currently working on. But the question is this efficient? Is this good use of resources and energy to create something that already exists instead of improving on the one that already exists and works properly and is free for all, open source code? Double up.
I don't know. I can't answer that question.
No, I mean, it's not clear. Don't answer the question. It's for Vitalik to answer the question.
And his peoples.
Yeah.
That said, though, AI is the next big one, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, of course, why not add that to the agenda?
Yeah. Use that to stalk everyone.
So now we're going to use AI to detect and prevent centralization in the network. We already have the issue with the transaction fees, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, all right, you know what? The sharding process, because it's going to be difficult to parallel at the same time manage multiple ledgers and ensure that those transactions are accurate, right? So I said, you know what? Let's use AI to take that programming factor out of it, right? And to analyze the various data pointers, which each nodes, is distributed across the different hash power, like server management, except for it's in the cloud and it's on the blockchain now. That's what they're trying to do now. Oh. Let's use AI.
AI is not here to solve your incompetence.
But we have to remember, even Elon Musk himself just recently came out and said, we have to be careful with AI.
We have to.
It could be biased. You can program AI biasly, right?
Yeah.
So AI itself does not just AI. Someone has to program it.
Oh yeah, we already know AI is politically correct. That's for sure. That's why I say AI is not here to solve your incompetence.
So one of the Ethereum developers could, like what they've always done, AI a back end, and then what's the purpose of AI if you have a back end to have AI do the unthinkable?
To do the unthinkable.
Let the money disappear.
Well, whatever it takes to maintain full control. Now, here are some big concerns, right? The main listed concerns, as also mentioned in this article here. Sharding can potentially compromise the decentralization of Ethereum's network. Every time they use this word decentralization of Ethereum, it makes me laugh.
Sharding good.
Listen, the decentralization, the network is already compromised. It's not decentralized, right? As certain nodes may have more power and influence over the network than others. I think that's already happening now. Sharding,
it's already happening right now.
It's already happening. Sharding will allow for more transactions to be processed in parallel, increasing the network overall capacity, as you mentioned already. However, implementing this sharding also requires addressing issues such as cross-shard communication and ensuring that each shard remains secure and decentralized. It sounds like multiple failure points and multiple issues, right? Systems of systems, right? If you change one thing, it's not just going to change one thing. Something else will change.
Ask the developers. They'll tell you.
When we talk about problems or solutions looking for problems, these people, their whole, like their whole existence, right? Their whole embodiment is problems just
arising.
Yeah, like creating problems out of nowhere to just solve it. Because Ethereum is like, you create this and then there's something else, right?
Yes.
It was proof of work before, but then they decided no, it's gonna be proof of stake. Now we're in proof of stake. Even when it was proof of work, right? They could not even decide that we'll stick to the code. They had to roll back the chain. And then now you have this split. So there is never a landing point. It keeps hopping and hopping.
Move the goalpost. Like, oh, okay, we're gonna stake your Ethereum. Oh, but no, you can't get your Ethereum out. We're gonna move the dates. Oh, it's gonna be now you gotta sit in the queue.
Yeah. I'll put it this way: if Elon was promising electric cars and he only built this one electric car that was basic, and always had to be reiterating on it and never actually delivering customer cars, his head would be on a platter. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. It does not make sense.
So guess what the latest news now is?
What is that?
We're going to do something like the Lightning Network. Let's do a layer 2 solution off-chain on the Ethereum network.
Oh, okay. That already exists. It's on Bitcoin. It's called Lightning Network. It's so sad. Here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing about this. They can steal all these ideas because Satoshi put it out there and
open source. That's a great part of open source. Exactly. It makes it easy for you to understand it, but use it. Don't go and copy paste to something else.
Yeah. So again, you're only copying pasting from the original source, man. So until something magnificent and different happens, I think this is a problem that is just not looking for a solution. It's a problem that is looking for more problems to compound upon.
They're talking about side chains. How many times have we heard about fraudulent activities happening on side chains or bridges on the Ethereum network?
Time is ticking. At some point, you guys have to have something solid here.
As a matter of fact, now Ethereum has major competition coming from Solana, coming from Polygon, especially with MasterCard with what they're doing. They didn't mention Ethereum.
Right.
Tron is a faster transaction than Ethereum.
No kidding. I've actually never used Tron.
I use it for my USDT
transfers. I've heard the fees on that are non-existent.
Super non-existent, man. Okay. Way better than the bank. If you're not using Tron, check it out.
Yeah. Listen, here's the thing, man. There has to be some sort of credibility. For me, the credibility is everything. And right now, Ethereum has not been able to establish any credibility. And when you move things that are supposed to be what establishes your credibility, you make things shaky. Let me give you an example. Take the United States Constitution. These rules were put in place to govern and guide the society with our morals in mind, or our values as a society in mind. When you see that these things start getting violated, right? And we've already seen it right now. Whether it's religion, finance, guns, or whatever the hell else might be, right? When people start making changes, so I'll give you a proper example. When I was in Texas, right, I have my concealed carry license. First of all, if you're gonna come at me in the comment section talking about people need to do a lot of evaluation and stop, man. It's ridiculous, because when you go to get this thing, they're not just handing out guns to people, dude. They don't. You will not get a gun in Texas if you don't
take the class,
take a course, finish an evaluation, and do fingerprinting.
The media makes it seem as if you just go and buy it off your neighbor down the street.
So at the end of the day, they know that I have a license to carry, right? And that is my right. I was able to just go take the course, go do my fingerprinting for free, and there you go. Boom. License in the mail. I can now take this license and go to the store and show them that this is what I have. And then I can now purchase. Gang. Exactly.
Yeah.
Then I moved to Maryland. And first of all, you cannot even carry a gun unless you're a business owner. This is still America. Why does my right not apply here anymore?
That's why it's America. Different states, different laws.
It is America.
Yeah.
It is America, and it is all governed under this in the same constitution, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see where you're going.
So you have now violated this constitution
in Maryland,
and you've taken these people's rights. And guess what? Marylanders now have to fight to get it. You never ever get it back.
When it's gone, it's gone.
Recently, a Republican came in and they try to, they're trying to get people to get their stuff back again. But it cost you so much. You're not paying for things that are your right to have.
Yep.
It's asinine. And it throws everything off.
Yep.
Same thing with Ethereum, right? Because now, when you look at the Maryland constitutional laws, it's not credible. These people have no legitimacy. You're violating people's rights steadily, and there's no uproar about it. Again, statistics, numbers show these things, man. In Texas, there's less shootings than there's in places like
Maryland.
Okay? Because if you roll up on someone to shoot them, they're likely to shoot you too.
Pow, pow.
So you probably don't want to get shot, right? So you're like, I don't want to do this.
How fast can you draw?
Now, imagine the same thing with Ethereum, right? Written, it's supposed to be code in law. They've already violated it by rolling back the chain. Now your credibility is shaky. Now you roll it back again now from proof of work. Right? So if it was that you write this code, right, as Ethereum is written, right, we probably would not, and if it was kept, right, you kept following the code as it should have been, right, losses are losses, we probably will not be in the financial madness that we're in right now. Your thoughts?
If they spend that same level of energy
Yeah.
being woke on Bitcoin, on Lightning, we'll be in a different, better world in the so-called crypto space, like the media like to call it.
Yeah.
Instead, we'll be in the better Bitcoin space. But this Ethereum journey is a major distraction to the space, to the technology, to the innovation. And I keep saying, man, every time we have the human factor in it, we just tend to mess things up. That is why Bitcoin comes and put mathematics in charge. Don't touch Bitcoin. You want to go do the human factor? Go do it on the layer 2. Go do it on the layer. It's like the internet all over again. We might even have layer 3 or layer 4s in the future. Yeah. Right now we have layer 2, and we're building on that network without messing with the constitution, with the standard. Let it be. And Ethereum has been changing and changing and forming and changing, and now we still have this situation. It's like, is Ethereum dead really at this point?
Listen, Ethereum might be dead, but I'll tell you what, it's not dead. The Bitcoin white paper still running as designed. Okay, given everything that was spoken about here, the question is, why go through the extra pain? Why go through this exercise of consuming all these resources to create a solution that already exists? Right? Bitcoin delivers on all of these things already. We know this. It provides decentralization, better decentralization. Right?
Proof of work.
Some people want to say it's on a spectrum. It's on a spectrum, no problem. But we're at the highest point of that spectrum. It's closer to where we want to be. Censorship resistant. No doubt about that. Bitcoin miners can solve complex mathematical problems, right? In order to add new transactions to the blockchain. We see this thing happening every day. And you can have a miner. I can have a miner. We don't need $30,000 worth of Bitcoin to be able. Is it $60,000 worth of?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can run your own node.
Exactly.
And be part of the whole decentralization and the verification process without worrying about sharding.
Exactly. Without worrying about sharding.
I would like to call it sharding, actually. You know?
Sharding.
Without worrying about sharding and a drama.
Nah, I used to talk to this chick who was named Sade. We cannot use that name. Let's pass on.
Let's not get cancelled.
Yeah, Sade has been cancelled. Anyway, in addition to Bitcoin proof of work consensus mechanism, right, which is used to validate these transactions and add new blocks to the blockchain. I want to say as many times as possible so that everybody gets it. It is more secure in censorship resistant than Ethereum's current proof of stake consensus mechanism. Okay. Remember that Coinbase, founder of Coinbase, used to be a Bitcoiner. Recently, he even started going back to try to go in his Bitcoin ways, but say, your soul. That battle is only yours and yours only. Don't drag us into it. CoinJoin devs believe in Bitcoin.
Hey, Apple believes in Bitcoin.
Apple believes in Bitcoin. Okay. Vitalik Buterin
himself
believes in Bitcoin. So why don't you have Bitcoin? Right. Now, we have to ask ourselves then, why are we going with the ETH route? What is it about Ethereum that makes it attractive to you? Let us know down in the comments. We could be wrong all the way.
Is Ethereum in trouble?
Hey, is Ethereum in trouble? Let us know in the comment down below as well. Right? This will be interesting to know. We'd like to have this conversation and expand on this.
Yep.
Anything else, Double Up?
Hey, they say that the stars, right? When you're reaching for the stars,
Yeah.
at least you have to get in the clouds first.
Mm.
I don't think we've reached the cloud on this one.
Listen, man.
These guys were reaching for the stars, man.
You're reaching for the stars, man. At least aim for the stars, right? And then I guess
stars hit the clouds.
hit the cloud or something.
Get dusted back down.
Yeah, it seems very well. It's fine. Keep trying again. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
What do we know? We probably don't know anything. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always incredible doing this show here, discussing the evolving economy of the future, right? As it unfolds right before our eyes, man. This is history. You don't want to be missing it. You understand? Do what you need to do to make sure that you're up to speed. So
Secure your
exactly.
value, your future.
Yeah, you don't want to get left behind. So as we continue to explore the opportunities and challenges of the future economy, right? We invite you guys to join us, give us your feedback, let us know what you would like to see. We'll dig into it and give you our take on the situation. Until then, please like the video, share, subscribe. It really means a lot to us. We are on Twitter, STAKK. We're on Facebook, STAKK. We have fired Instagram. Okay, those guys will be sliding and going downhill. They have Ethereum energy, and I don't like it. And of course, we are on Spotify, STAKK. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Reason out.